So the pace car takes them away then on the rolling lap for this Internations Cup 1987. Barry Lee now made it hot foot back to the commentary box. Let's have a quick look then at a couple possible contenders. Car number 85, Ray Tilsley. You don't need more than one guess as to what his occupation is when he's not hurtling around the track in this rather heavyweight machine. Well, he won the first of our heats, and he's got to be a very strong contender. 85, Ray Tilsley from Blackburn. Frankie Wainman in number 212. He went like a train in that second heat, swept all before him. Top of the points for the last 3 consecutive years, and on his present form, he's really got to be very strongly fancied. Barry Lee's tip, well, that very interesting car that we were looking at in the pits, 501, Chris Elwell. I wonder whether the technology will be matched by the driving skill to get him round and collecting that checkered flag in this all-important race. 32 cars, 30 laps, and they're on their way. Only 2 white tops you can see in the front there have made it through the qualifying heats through into the final. A bunch of yellows, a lot of blues, and then the top grade drivers, all those red top cars at the back of the grid. And right at the very back there, we've got 212. And a bit of congestion up on that top end, as you can see down the far end. We've got some cars sideways there, and 501 Chris Elwell is in there. There's Barry Lee's selection, unfortunately, but 85 is in there. Ray Tilsley, I can see, but they all managed to get going again. Well, nearly all managed to get going again. But your selection a bit badly behind now, Barry Lee.
Yes, I'm afraid all those brakes and leaves. You can see the brakes locking up there that didn't work from 40501 there, and I think he's about over a half a lap down now, Nigel.
OK, let's try and pick it up for you as they settle down. That little bit of congestion on that first bend has set 1 or 2 back, but most of the star men, I think, managed to find their way through. But the lead car at the moment is car number 327, Howard Davis from Cheltenham. He is the man who's in the lead, and more problems on that bend. And the only 2 white top drivers in the race are both in that pile-up, 266 and 503, if he can get out of the way before the traffic comes through. 27's got a problem trying to back out there, Malcolm Burke. The others desperately trying to squeeze through. Starman 156, Graham Blundell, trying to get himself going quite quickly. But it's 327, I think 35 maybe in second place. We'll sort something out in a moment or two. Trouble on the grass, trouble on the bend. That's the worst possible place for them to park, right on the apex of the turn, of course. And 178 is really got some tyre problems there. That's the end of the race for Roy McLester from Wellingborough.
Cars have now crashed already, Nigel, on this one, and it's only 5 laps into the race.
Yes, a lot of casualties there. 471 having a rather rough ride. Bobby Burns of Ilford really battling his way down the infield there, having got himself off the track as he came out of that previous bend. I can see tucked in behind there the 212 car of Frankie Wainman trying to make up some ground. Just going through the picture, the 33 car of world champion Peter Faulding, but he's a little way back. It's 327 is the leader. 73, Rob Cowley is in second place now, so that's first and second. In fact, 73 has just taken it up. 73 has just taken up the lead further back. These are back markers. That's the 73 foreign car. Just to confuse you, we've got 2 73s in this race. That is the 73 Dutch car of Koos Peters, but it's Rob Cowley in the other 73, which we'll see in a moment who indeed is the leader. He's ahead of 327. 501, Barry Lee selection, Chris Elwell, unfortunately out on the centre green. He's got a puncture on the front offside. 73, 327, 247, 369, 471. That is the order now, with 13 laps gone of this 30-lap race. 266 has got problems there, a little bit too much throttle, and round he went, Jet Stag. And there was our 85 car. We got a little look at him there, Ray Tilsley, earlier on, but looking at the lap sheet, he seems to be quite a long way down. We've got a lot more of the star men flashing through. But this is the man who, at the moment, holds the lead. A very hectic race so far, Barry.
Hectic race. It's a fantastic race, actually. They're going very, very fast. Remember, they are only allowed standard production car or lorry-type tyres. So this is why you can see a lot of the tyres starting to smoke, and this is why the race is only over a duration of 35 laps.
look back at the lap sheet, we've got 73, 247. That's the order. 73. Got the 27. Now there's the 273s right together. It's the front one of those two. In fact, that is the leader. The front tyre smoking Dutchman, number 73, in fact, is a good lap behind. So 178 still thrashing around with a flapping broken rear tyre. That's not going to do him an awful lot of good. I can't make out why he's keeping going. It's madness. All he's doing is getting in everybody's way. Now this is the 73. Rob Cowley, who is in the lead. He's certainly going extremely well. No problems at all for him at the moment. Look at that nice clear track he's got. The rest of the field is some way behind. We saw 212 there. Frankie Wainman, 53. John Lund trying to go through and trying to make up ground. But it is 73 who is the leader. 247 is in second place now. And Frankie Wainman has moved up into third place, or maybe about to move into second place. So, in fact, yes, 212 Frankie Wainman there. You can see the silver aerofoil on the roof. When he comes through in a moment, you'll see him, and he's just moved up into second place. So, there's 212, and there's the 73 car right in front of him. We've got the 123 all in a line now. There's the leader, 73. Just out of the picture on the right is Frankie Wainman. There he is, and just behind him is the third place man. That's the 123, 73, 212, and 247. Let's look at the lap sheets. 21 laps of this 30 lap are gone. And it's Frankie Wainman in 212 now who moves ahead. 247 losing a bit of ground. 53, John Lund is now beginning to move up. We're going to have a scrap between some of the top men. 247 goes badly wide on a turn just out of the picture. And he's got problems. 73 is falling back a little. But 212 is going well. 212. 73 and 53 is the order. There's 247. He's blown his motor, so he's out. So, 212, Frankie Wainman. National points champion, 3 consecutive years. That's real consistency for you. Under a lot of pressure this year in the points chart from John Lund. And John Lund is going to put him under some pressure in this one a little way back. 212. That's the lead car. 73. And then we go back to 53. Frankie Wainman sweeps past the 156 car. No problems at all past Graham Blundell. There we are, laps ticking away. 5 more laps to go now. There's 73, a little bit further back, just being overtaken, moving down to third place as 53, John Lund goes through. Currently the top of the points chart. So we've got the man who's topped the points for 3 years being chased by the man who is currently threatening to take that position from him. So we're into that final 5, just 4 more now to go. Still 212 from 53 and 73. Frankie Wainman, a nice inside line there. He's got a comfortable lead at the moment. There's no one really threatening him at the moment. Let's look a little way back. We're going to go some way back to find 53, John Lund. And then 73, or maybe 113, I think is possibly moving. No, he's a bit way back. I think possibly it's 357 and Arthur Gibson who's in the next place. But at the moment it's looking as if it's going to be Frankie Wainman just coming up behind number 2, the Willie Harrison car. 2 former world champions there, 212. Frankie Wainman won it in 79. Willie Harrison had it in 82. But it's Willie Harrison who's got the upper hand today. There's 53, John Lund in the second place. But he's quite a little way back and time is running out for any chance of him going to take it. The checkered flag is at the ready and Frankie Wainman's on the final turn now to take this Internations Cup. Beautiful smoking drift as he comes off the turn to take the title. What a great drive there. He goes round with a flourish, does Frankie Wainman. A style as well to just cap his beautiful victory. 212, Frankie Wainman is the winner. 53, John Lund from Clitheroe is second.
Right, just confirming that result then. First, Frankie Wainman from Selsley, Yorkshire. Second, John Lund from Clitheroe. And third, Bert Finnegan from Leek. How many years have you actually been doing this formula?
Oh, about 17.
Have you really?
Yeah.
You've won everything, but you keep going?
Not quite. There's still 1 or 2, just little ones to win to make it to full circle.
Not many people, spectators, will know which ones you haven't won.
Well,
but your appetite keeps going, does it?
Yes, it does. My son starts racing in October, so that's another reason to keep going and look forward to something.
Well, cool, you don't want him to beat you.
Oh, he will do. He's been racing minis for 5 years and he's top boy at minis at the moment. So.
But this Formula One is a special breed of car, a special breed of races, isn't it?
Yes, they're big heavy cars and they take a lot of handling, but you get used to them.
Certainly did well today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
But in fact, Frank Wainman hasn't finished for the afternoon. Still to come is the Grand National Formula One race in which he's competing with a major handicap. A couple of other races too. That's after this break.